What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to fix your iPhone if it keeps on flashing on and off here on the Apple logo in here, or in other words also known as the Apple boot loop. Okay, if it's stuck, if it keeps on flashing on and flashing off, I'm gonna show you how to fix this issue in today's video here by following this tutorial. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks specifically related to Apple devices. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, in my case in here, I've got an iPhone 16 Pro, which is working fine. This is just an image representation that I'm using to showcase how the problem looks like and how you can actually fix this issue in your iPhone. Okay, I know how annoying it is. I've seen a lot of people actually getting stuck on the Apple logo, and we actually do have various causes to this issue. Now, starting from the very first step in here, I wanted to let you guys know that this may be a software issue or a hardware issue. So depending whether you do have a software issue or a hardware issue, the solution or the fix to your problem might differ. If you do have a software issue, there might be a glitch or something like that. It's easy to get it sorted out. Now, if it's a hardware issue, you might need to replace like a component or a cable or your charger or something like that. But do not worry, I'm gonna guide you throughout the entire video to help fixing the issue by the end of the video. And even if you don't get it fixed, at least you're going to diagnose or get an idea of what is actually causing the issue. Without any further delay, let's jump straight into the very first step in here. Now, please pay attention. If your phone accidentally turns on, for example, if this keeps on happening continuously, and if it accidentally turns on, what I would recommend you guys to do is to hop into settings, jump straight into general real quick, and then tap here on iPhone storage real quick and try to see if you do have some free space there left or not. Because you might be in a situation where your phone keeps on crashing, and after crashing the software, it keeps on rebooting here because you don't have a lot of space. Typically, this is combined with your phone getting very slow while you're trying to navigate or use your phone. So double check this in case your phone accidentally turns on, so you can actually prevent it from keeping it turning off in the future again. Okay, so if this is the case, if it's full, try freeing up some space in here. This might seem like a silly solution or step, but sometimes it helps out. Now, if it never turns on, do not worry here. We're going to actually perform the next step in here. The next step in here is to actually perform a forced restart on your iPhone. Now, in order to perform a forced restart here, it differs if you do have an iPhone 8 or later models. For example, I've got in here an iPhone 16 Pro. The process is the following. Just need to tap on volume up and then volume down, and then press and hold the power button. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Now, if you have an iPhone 7, the process is the following. You're gonna press and hold the volume down along with the power button. Keep on pressing both of the keys until you see the Apple logo, and then you're gonna release both of the keys. Now, if you do have any iPhone which just came before iPhone 7, you're gonna press the power button along with the physical home button in here. Press and hold both of them until you see the Apple logo, and then you're gonna release the buttons and your phone will turn on automatically. Now, please note that on iPhone 5 or previous models, the power button is located here at the top. So instead of pressing the side button, you're gonna press the top button here with the home button here simultaneously for 8 to 9 seconds until you see the Apple logo. Now, here we are on iPhone 16 Pro or any other model after iPhone 8. Volume up, down, and then press and hold the power button here. Keep on pressing it for 6 to 8 seconds until you see the Apple logo on your screen, and then you're gonna release your power button in here. I'm still pressing the power button. I haven't released it yet. Okay, we've got approximately 6 seconds gone. Once you see the Apple logo, release the power button and let your iPhone turn on normally. Now, please note that this is something that you can also do if you are stuck on the Apple logo. You can also perform this even if it's not turned on yet. This step you can perform here on your iPhone to see if it turns on. Now, just wait for a couple more seconds and see if your iPhone turns on. Now, in case your iPhone turns on, immediately check the very first step I've talked about again, which is to hop into settings real quick, as I've said, all the way, head to general real quick, and then check your iPhone storage to see if it's not full. Okay, just to double check if you're able to turn it on right now. Alternatively, also check for updates on your phone by tapping on general, tap on software update and see if you don't have a pending software or a very old software, okay? Because this might help fixing a bug or a glitch that has been actually discovered on an older software or operating system. Now, moving into the next step, if none of these helped you, what I would recommend you guys to do is to actually clean your charging port down here, okay? So what you want to do is grab a toothbrush in here, okay? And then you want to clean the charging port by inserting the toothbrush here like this and then removing as much dust and lint that you can from your charging port. Flip it the other way after 5 minutes and then perform the same thing. Insert it and bring it out in order to remove as much dust and lint you can from your charging port. Now, if you do have, for example, an iPhone which doesn't have the Type-C port, which comes in with a lightning connector in here, such as an iPhone 6 or 7, for example, or X, all the way to iPhone 14, just like this one, for example, on the right, okay, we do have an iPhone here with only the lightning connector. In that case, you're gonna need a toothpick, which we use to actually remove stuff from our teeth or between our teeth, right? So what we want to do in here is simply insert the toothpick and then bring it down and then perform the same movement, this movement, and remove as much dust and lint that we can from our charging port. Next up, we're going to flip it the other way around and then we're going to perform the same thing, insert it, bring it out, 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 bring it out in order to remove as much dust and lint that you can here from your charging port. And you'll be able to see that you do have a bit of dust actually coming out here from the charging port. So this might be preventing your phone from booting up. You might be connected to the charger, but it's not actually offering enough charge in order for it to light up or to turn on, okay? So if that's the case, make sure that you double check here if your charging port is actually clean. Now, once you've double checked that as well, you want to double check your charger as well, okay? Try replacing the cable or the adapter, try connecting a different cable or adapter, and let your phone rest for at least 30 minutes to see if it comes up or if it turns on or if it boots up. It might be the case that it has actually died in terms of battery to that specific level where it needs a boost in order to start. So that might be the case. It's trying to boot up, but it's not enough charge, so it keeps on shutting down and restarts, shutting down and restarts, okay? Because in order to feed your entire LCD screen with charge or power, it needs to consume more charge. So that might be the case. It's trying to actually start the screen, but it's not enough charge, so it keeps on restarting and shutting down. So keep it resting connected to the charger for 30 minutes to see if the problem gets sorted out. Now, if it turns on, of course, do not forget, check the iPhone storage to see if it's full, check for software updates, and next up, try calibrating your battery as well, because the problem might be lying on your battery, which is not calibrated or not actually in a good condition, which is not allowing your phone to boot up. So if it turns on, by any means, hop into your settings, check for those two things that I've told about. Next up, hop into battery and check your battery health by tapping once on it. So you want to make sure if your battery health is actually still normal. This is important for you to get to know if the problem might be in your battery. If you do have, for example, a maximum capacity below 75% and battery health on replace or at least service, the problem might be lying on your battery, and I would recommend you guys to think about changing your battery soon, okay? Because this might be the case that it's working fine now, but it got to a point where it suddenly turns off and it's not turning on anymore. It might also be related to your battery on your iPhone device. Now, in order to calibrate your battery, what I would recommend you guys to do is to actually consume a lot of battery by hopping into YouTube, listening to music or watching movies all the way to 0% and let your phone turn off completely, okay? So once you're done consuming all the battery that you've got in here, you're gonna restart your phone and then you're gonna charge it from scratch all the way to 100% without touching your phone. This will help calibrating your battery because you've actually drained all the battery and then you've turned it back on. Okay, so that's how you calibrate your battery in case it turns on, and then check if the problem keeps on persisting or not. Now, last but not least, if the problem keeps on persisting, if it's still not turning on by any means, what I would recommend you guys to do is to actually install a new operating system by actually connecting your phone into your device and heading into recovery mode in order to download the software from the internet and install it from scratch. such. Now, in order for you to perform that process, I would recommend you guys to watch the video down in the description box below, which actually help you installing or reinstalling the operating system into your device, because you might be in a situation where your iPhone software has corrupted, okay, and it's corrupted, it's not starting anymore. It happens sometimes, it's very rare, but it happens. So try installing a new operating system into your iPhone by means of a USB cable or a Type-C cable connected to a computer. In this case, you're gonna need the computer, so just watch this other video in here that I'm going to keep in the description box below. Now, please note that this step in here wipes your entire phone and you're going to lose all your data, and you'll only be able to recover it if you do have a backup that has been done previously here on your iPhone device to your computer or either to your iCloud drive, okay, or iCloud account. Now, unfortunately, this is the only last step in case all these steps didn't help you fixing the problem, or if the problem doesn't lie in your battery down here, okay? Now, this is all for today's video. I hope this video really helped you. If you find my content useful, consider subscribing and like the video. And if you do have any questions or doubts, please don't hesitate to let them down in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.